welcome back guys. This is, as you can see, the review of Vanquish, a pretty awesome third person shooter, a little bit Gears of War, but super fast and a little bit different. First up is the story. The story is really basic actually. Some Russian terrorist group has taken over a United States colony / weapon of mass destruction. They destroyed San Francisco with it. Now the United States Army is trying to recapture it. Also a professor has been caught by the Russians. And Sam, the main player, has this battle suit that professor made. It makes him really strong, really fast. And it also it generates weapons on him. Pretty cool. And Sam is of course #1 aiding the army of the United States to capture their colony / weapon of mass destruction, and of course rescuing the professor. And that's pretty what the story is about. I mean, in the beginning, you think, oh, it's a pretty good story, but when you actually play the game, it's more like kill this, kill that, do this, do that, and once in a while there is a little bit of story, but just it isn't that big to mention. What I said earlier, that's the entire story. Yes, that's it. Now on to the gameplay. The gameplay is a third person shooter. It really feels like, of course, Gears of War. Yes, Gears of War. If there's a third person shooter, everybody is saying Uncharted or Gears of War. It is pretty much Gears of War, but then faster. It is really fast because with your battle suit you can boost up, and when you boost up you can do really cool combos like sliding and whatever, and sliding back, and then in slow motion you can shoot all the enemies. And the enemies are pretty weird because the American forces have just normal people, but the Russian terrorist, has this super advanced robots. So you're actually fighting against robots. For me it is a little bit weird. To me, I like, it doesn't actually feel like it's a game from Earth. I mean, just make it something else than the United States and Russia, but they didn't, but okay, whatever. So the gameplay is just a shooter, a third person shooter, but really fast, really cool. You have some, you have a couple of 7 or 8 different weapons, a machine gun, a heavy machine gun, it's like this a satellite beam. And you have a disc launcher, and you have a rocket launcher. Pretty standard shotgun, pretty standard weapons. For me, the weapons that you had at the beginning, I played the entire game. I, by the way, completed the game in 3 hours. I only switched the shotgun with the rocket launcher, so I had the big machine gun, normal machine gun, and I got the rocket launcher in the entire game. So for me, there is no point in switching back to every type of weapons. You can also upgrade your weapons with the upgrade parts. I have no idea how you actually get the upgrade parts. You just once in a while there is just something that's called an upgrade. You click on it and hey, your weapons get upgraded. Pretty basic, but the most fun in this game is the shooting, and it's really fast paced, really cool, really fluid this time. It's from Platinum Games. The developers are Bayonetta, and the Bayonetta didn't really run well on the PS3, but Vanquish is made for the PS3 and ported to the Xbox 360, so the game runs really good. And you can also, by the way, because now we're going on to the graphics, you can also see it in the graphics, but the graphics look really good. Some set pieces are amazing, they're really epic. I mean, a little bit in the mid of the game there is this gigantic battleship, I lost the name of it, and then he goes onto the ground and he transforms into this gigantic walker, that is trying to destroy some building in a colony or whatever, where all the soldiers are at. I don't give a shit. But that is really cool, and it's really amazing because the how you say, the foot, the legs of the walker is like walking, and you actually are beneath it, but it's still walking because it's like time based. So you're still walking, and you really see this big, massive feet into the ground. You see all those, all these pumps and all those mechanical things. It's all working. It's really cool. It looks amazing. And you're fighting, underneath this gigantic machine, and then you go into the gigantic machine. So there are a lot of epic set pieces. No, it's not God of War or but it's still really good. The entire game actually is like a little bit like Killzone. It's like dark and grey, and Vanquish is more like white. I mean, the entire battlesuit is white and the environments look really white. I have no idea why, but it's pretty cool. A little bit like Mirror Edge, but you know, faster. But the graphics are definitely really good. Sometimes you see a little bit of a glitch, a graphical glitch. Sometimes environments doesn't really look that good. But most of the time, definitely up screen, it looks really good. And some of the bosses are gigantic, really well detailed. And also the normal enemies are really well detailed, and you know, really looks good. It's definitely not like Bayonetta that didn't really look that good on the PS3. Now what do we have? We have sound. The soundtrack, you know, the sound of guns and whatever, it's just, you know, normal sounds. The voice acting isn't really terrible, but it isn't good. Also, you know, it's just, you know, mediocre voice acting. I, by the way, do not like, again, I do not like that a Japanese developer are making Western faces. I don't, you know, like that. I mean, Western developers should make Western faces, and you know, because there's like this big army dude and whatever. But okay, onto the sound. The soundtrack itself is a little bit like techno, you know, just what do you expect from a game like Vanquish? Techno kind of music. Not really my thing, but it's pretty nice, you know. It makes your blood pumping, and you know, you want to go further, and you're especially in like boss fights, it's pretty good, but it's not my thing. That's pretty much it. I hope I summed it all up. Vanquish here. Vanquish is just Gears of War with a different style, bad story, okay sound, but a really good graphics and amazing gameplay. It's just a really good game, and it deserves way more sales than it has now. Most probably, you know, even in the United States, this game will be like $20 or $25, so not that expensive anymore. It's a really good game. If you love Uncharted, Gears of War, but faster, then definitely get Vanquish. And this is, by the way, also a pretty big contender for Game of the Year. And I'm making a video about that also, by the way. And it's actually funny because some months ago I had like a vote. If you remember, I got a voting for which game should I get, you know, Castlevania, Vanquish or Enslaved. And everybody was voting like Castlevania, and by the way, I got Castlevania, you know that. But I haven't completed Castlevania. I don't know if I ever will do that, but I haven't completed Castlevania yet. But I have completed in one playthrough. Vanquish and Enslaved I completed in one playthrough. So that's pretty funny, you know, that sometimes, you know, even though people want to get that game, you're most probably gonna like the other games. But it doesn't matter, now I got them all three, and you know, Vanquish is a really good game. Definitely check it out. Hope you like this review, and see you next time.